Jacob says he lives. Yeah, I just got over watching that damn Angel Dodger game. It sucked. Angels lost. Yo, what up, Andy? Give it a thumbs up, guys. Give it a little thumbs up. Did you guys subscribe to that new channel? Subscribe to that new channel. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, I have. Omar, what's up, Omar? I had an okay day. I had an okay day, brother. I had an okay day today. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I've been over there, Andy. I've been over there. I've been over there. It's a nice place. Um, I personally wouldn't want to live there. I don't like. It's not that I don't like the cold weather, Andy. It's I don't like the shoes getting all fucking wet. You know what I mean? Because of the rain and the mud and the snow and shit. Depending. Some places I know it doesn't. It's not like that, but I definitely wouldn't. You know. I don't smoke. Hey, dude, I don't smoke no more, guys. Yeah, that's another one I don't do. Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. It's the best I can do for right now. I haven't got anything really big on my. You know what I mean? That's the best I can do for audio wise for you guys. You know. That's like the best I can do audio wise. Yeah, I don't smoke no more, Andy. Yeah, it was a process though. It was a process. Ultimate take out your enemy move. The winner is Chapitos. Yeah, that's right. How you stop? Well, I ended up going to a hospital for a major surgery. Right, Andy? What's up, Liz? What up, brother? I went to the hospital for a major surgery, and hit that thumbs up, guys. Let me see them thumbs up get hit. Um, I didn't. I stopped them there because the doctor said it'd be better for my health, if I stopped. T fam, what up? That was above and beyond. Yeah, sure was, man. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Hit that thumbs up if you guys like the content. Content, hit it up. Hope you guys are subscribed to the new channel too. I'm gonna load a video tomorrow. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna load um, some old videos, trying to get the algorithm going, and then I'm gonna start loading new videos. You know what I mean? Start loading up the new videos. Do I think Masaklan will get hot? No. I think that as bad as it is right now, that's about as bad as it's gonna get, guys. It's not gonna get any worse than it already is over there. Um, I know that the Chapitos, for a long time, I reported this like almost 3 years ago. They're trying to get dispensaries going, like they do in California. That's their big thing right now. What's my take, Fernando Martinez on Don Mayo? Um, you don't have much to say about the old man. I'll tell you this much. My grandfather taught me a lot about the old man when I was a kid. Um, a lot of it's coming to light now. What my grandpa said was true. There was no way this old man could be around for so long and not work for the government. They go hand in hand. Don Mayo's family, his brother-in-law, and them. Remember his brother-in-law is not even a Mexican national. His sister's husband, he's from another country. So he already had contacts with the U.S., with the DEA, with the CIA, and stuff like that. So Don Mayo's been intertwined with the U.S. government for a long time. So, I mean, here in the U.S., they would call him an informant. You know, a confidential informant. That's what he was a confidential informant. Um, I think honestly, he just got old. Want to enjoy the rest of his money or whatever he had time he has left. Probably wanted to be with his kids. I mean, that's how I got caught. You know what I mean? I got caught because I wanted to see my kids and my ex-wife, and um, you know, you want to see your family and stuff like that. You get homesick, so that's what happens. You know, so that's my take on Bill Mayo. Has he been a smart guy? Yeah. My family decided not to cooperate with the government, and we ended up getting the short end of the stick of it. And that's the honest truth. You're always going to win when you work with the government. You're always going to be an outsider looking in if you don't. Um, in Mexico, that's normal. It's a everyday standard in Mexico. It's um, it's normal in Mexico to do that. You know, here in the U.S., it's not common for anybody who's in any kind of criminal organization to work with the government. Don't get me wrong. Don't don't get it twisted. Some of these guys have worked with the government before. You know, one of the major players, they said Whitey Bulger worked with the government. Um, so you know, it's not uncommon, but it is what it is. You know, you know. Um, there's nothing I can really say about that, but though Mayo has had an effect on Mexico for the last 30, 40 years. I'll give you guys a story of my personal experience when I was in Mexico. Um, when I lived in Tijuana, because I wasn't working while I was there. I was just living there. I was hiding out. Had my head down low. You know, I went to the rooster fights. I hung out with a couple of guys, and that was it. Kept my circle small. I was a fugitive anyway, so I wasn't out, trying to cause attention. But my nephew, rest in peace, he worked for somebody big, and he would take me around sometimes, and I met a couple of his friends, and it was a whole different setup than what I was used to and what I had seen before in the States and what I had seen in Mexico beforehand. Everybody operates different. Everybody does their own thing. A lot of people have their own way of working. Some people work with the government, some don't. Um, I personally and my family don't like doing that. Um, we've suffered because of it, but it's something that a lot of people do nowadays. They work with the government, um, and it benefits them. I'm not going to deny it. It benefits them a lot, because think about it like this: they get in a position that they're so strong that the government needs them as much as they need the government. You know. Yeah, that G code thing has been out the window for a long time, Rick Jacobs. That's for sure. You wouldn't happen to have a file with the FSB or the KGB? No, brother, I don't. I don't have a file with them. I do have a file with the feds. Um, I was fortunate enough to see my FBI profile. Um, I'll comment on another thing. When I got released from prison a while back, it's been a while now. Before I got released to prison, I was offered um, WITSEC. I was offered a witness protection program. I was offered an opportunity to work for the DEA. Um, I was shown my file. They had been keeping tabs on me since nine no since since '99. My dog's going crazy because they're probably picking up my trash right now. Rod Raymond, what up, Rod Raymond? So I did get to see my what's up, Timothy Padilla? Subscribe to my channel, brother. He's going crazy. He hates when he hears any kind of noise. You don't want to mess with that guy, dude. You don't. All right. Yeah, it's somebody. Yeah, He's doing his job. Hey, Gordo, relax. Relax, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, relax now. Sit. It's enough. Thank you. Yeah, I got a good boy here. He does a good job. Um, yeah, the Kremlin. I wouldn't mess with anybody from my. It's Tim Buck, my dude. Tim Buck, what up? Tim Buck's an OG, guys. But yeah, I was offered a position back. And I'll make it pretty simple so I don't drag it out, make it a long story. Um, it went both ways for me on that incident when they came to talk to me. I think it was like 2 days, about 2 days, 3 days before I got released from prison. I was just sitting in the day room watching TV. All of a sudden, over the microphone, they call my name. They're like, Black, come to the program office. I was like, all right. So I come to the program office, and I walk in there, and I'm like, what's up? There's a couple guys there, and they tell me, sit down. Sit down. So I sit down. I'm like, oh, man, what's up? What kind of dog do I have? I have a German Shepherd. He's half German Shepherd, half Belgium. I forgot Belgium Malamute. I don't even know how to say it right. Belgium Malamute or whatever. But this guy's intense, bro. He's got a lot of energy, and so I definitely got offered a position. Um, I got offered the position like, hey, you know what? This is what we'll do. You know a lot of people. You have a great record. People trust you. People expect you to come out and do the same thing anyways again. Um, we'll supply you with a lot of dough. Um, you'll start making some sales and start making some contacts again. Um, they said that they didn't really care about the money. Um, they said I could do pretty much what I wanted to do without killing anyone or breaking, major laws. I'd be checking in and out of probation. I would have what they call a handler, is just somebody that takes care of you, is on your tail all the time, on your bumper, making sure that you're not doing shit that you're not supposed to be doing, right? So I just sat there and I kind of nodded and just listened to their bullshit, and they told me that they would put me back into circulation, and their ultimate goal was for me to end up making a contact again in Mexico and being able to get them to come here and then bust them. And I wasn't about that life. I wasn't about to do that. I didn't need to do it. I sure as hell didn't want to. And there was a lot of things in that deal that I didn't like. And one was I couldn't have my family with me. They didn't want my family. They didn't want my kids, my wife. They were going to relocate me. It was just going to be me. I wasn't that valued of an asset as somebody would say. So I just shrugged it off and let it go. And that was it. Thoughts on your boy OG Shadow being locked up? Great to have you back, bro. Nobody like you. Shadow talking about these issues in English. Yeah. That's I'm not gonna take nothing away from Shadow. You know what I mean? And one reason why um, a lot of YouTube doesn't like is this whole Mexican cartel thing, this whole American Mexican mafia coalition or unity is, you know, I don't get too into it. I don't get myself in trouble or anything like that. Not in trouble because I don't think I get in trouble. I just think that it's not like it's not known. It's known out there, but um, a lot of people ask me, is there a difference between a Mexican cartel and the Mexican mafia? There's a big difference, guys. A big difference. Remember, the Mexican mafia is based here in the United States of America. It was first made in the California penal system by my grandfather and my dad. They were one of the founding foundation members of that. Then you have Mexican cartels, and on the other side of my family, we have that. And there's a big difference. Mexican mafia has rules and regulations. Most cartels in the old days did, but they don't have it anymore. Now it's kind of freelance, do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? So a lot of them are doing what they do. says, so why the mask? Well, I've said this before, and I'll make it pretty easy. You know, I don't know if you guys remember, there used to be a YouTuber by the name of Savage Studios. Um, I do like my privacy. I do like my family, you know, to have their bit of privacy that they can have. You know, in this life, you don't get too much privacy, so um, I do enjoy the little bit of privacy that I do have still left. Tons of people know who I am. They've come on this show before, and they've pretty much thrown me out there, which is not a problem. You know, I have a reputation of my own, so like the old saying says, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. So, you know, I'm not trying to walk around with a big target around my back, you know, because if you guys don't remember, there was a YouTuber by the name of Savage Studios. He made somebody mad, and they ended up just going to his work and smoking them. So, you know, I don't carry a gun anymore. You know, I'm not walking around with a bodyguard no more. I ain't, you know, doing all those things. So, just trying to take care of myself, you know. The issues in English is a touchy subject. They rather watch in Espanol but turn off subtitles. Yeah, that's true, Jacobs. Didn't Savage get knocked off? Yeah, Savage got knocked off. Yeah, the other guy, Joe. Yeah, he got knocked off, and I'm not laughing about it or anything, you know. And I'll give you guys a quick story about Savage that I've done here before on this and that people don't know. And since we're on the subject of Savage, uh, if anybody does their research the right way, Savage started his beef with OG Shadow. OG Shadow was the first guy that outs Savage and started making fun of Savage, like YouTube wise. He was the first YouTuber. If anybody does their research, Shadow was the first YouTuber to make fun of Savage. And then it was JD from Prison Break Raw right afterwards. But Shadow was actually the first one. Um, I right away did my homework and I called some of my friends and stuff, and I'm like, who's this guy? And you know, my people got back at me pretty quick. They were like, you don't have to worry about him. He's a 2-5er. He's nobody. He can't do nothing to you anyways. You know, we'll put a hole in his ass. You know, this and that. Um, but then, because I was Shadow's friend or always on his show, Savage kind of started running his mouth, but not on any videos or anything. Kind of running his mouth to Shadow, and Shadow then three-wayed the message to me that this guy was running his mouth. You know, and my people reached out to Savage, and Savage understood. You know, he had already said something about the Mexican mafia would have put him in hot water. So after he was talked to and everything, Savage knew not to mess with me. And you know, I've said a couple things about a couple YouTubers, and as you can see, no one's made a video about it. No one's out there bad mouthing me or talking about me or saying stuff about me. Hit that thumbs up if you guys like the content. You know, and that's the truth. You know. Have I seen the Flores twins? Yeah, yeah. To me, the Flores twins, not to take nothing from them, you know, they look like some solid guys. They look like they've been there. They know what they're doing. They just have a very different demeanor than most people I've met in the business. I'll tell you that much. You know, very different demeanor. Well, you know, that's a touchy subject. You know, with Shadow and that association that he claimed he had. You know, and you know, I'll just leave it at that. You know, it's his business. He says what he wanted to say. You know, and I distanced myself because of a lot of reasons, and one of those reasons was that you know I know somebody's ex-wife whose husband was an Anthrax member. She actually has a real Anthrax ring. She had a child from an Anthrax member. Um, I can say his name; it's not going to be a big deal. And Pancho Arce, his girlfriend, lives in Santa Ana, California. I've known her for a long time. She used to go back from Sinaloa and Santa Ana because her dad was a big cocaine drug dealer. You know, he worked for the Sinaloa cartel, and he was a friend of my dad's, and I knew them from way back when. And we never had a thing or nothing. We just hung out. You know, she was in what we call the bola, which means like the bunch. You know, that hang out. So one day she told me, "Hey, you know, fucking, you know, you've been asking a lot of questions. Why? What's up?" And she's like, "You forgot that my kid's dad is Pancho Arce. You know, I have a baby from Pancho Arce." And I was like, "Oh shit, I forgot. You know, you do." So you know, it is what it is. Yeah, can you touch on the hottest fire news every day and give your take on things? Yeah, Fernando, that's what I used to do before, man. I used to do that. ¿Qué onda, cuete aves hechos? Saludos de TJ. Hey, el Inge, el ingeniero. If anybody knows what that means, it means the engineer. That's from somebody from Tijuana right there. Yeah, ¿qué huele, vato? ¿Qué onda, cuete? That's right. Puro, puro Tiche. Puro cholo de Tijuana, ¿no? Mira. You think Chapo's son turned on El Mayo? You know, um, I wouldn't put it past them. You know, they have a resentment towards him for, you know, um, to me, Don Mayo very much underplayed Chapo, made it sound like he wasn't a big figure and he wasn't as important to the federation as he made it sound. I'm not saying Don Mayo wasn't the the president. I'm just saying that he made it sound like he wasn't as equal as Don Mayo, which, in my eyes, Chapo wasn't that professional as Don Mayo. That's what I would say, and didn't have the political connections because Chapo didn't work with the government in that aspect. Chapo still kept to the code that he was a criminal, and a lot of people, you know, don't know that. Yep, yep. Rick Jacobs knows what he's talking about, and I think, you know, Rick Jacobs asked, you know, do I think, you know, would Chapo's kids turn into Mayo? Probably. You know, anger does a lot of things, as you can see. What happened to Shadow on his YouTube channel? His wife is slandering and character assassinating him and putting all sorts of crap on his bio. And you know what I mean? Hey guys, if you want, I have a new channel. Look it up on my bio on this one, on my old channel. That's why I'm on it still. And you guys can link up to my new one. I'm going to start putting up videos and stuff like that for you guys now. I'm going to get a little serious about the channel again. And, you know, and I'm going to be doing things. And that's how people are, man. You understand that when you make someone mad, like, the Chapitos have had a lot of issues with Don Mayo for the fact that Don Mayo has protected a lot of guys that work for him, you know? Chino Anthrax, a lot of guys. I just use Chino Anthrax as an example. Chino Anthrax was a guy that made Yvonne and his brothers mad, and they wanted his ass, and Don Mayo wouldn't give it to them. So a lot of them feel, you know, that it's not cool. You know, guys like me, I had my channel hacked. Someone wrote into it. Um, you know, they took my Patreon, they took my PayPal. The only thing they couldn't touch was my Cash App, guys. So if you want to know how secure Cash App's pretty secure, guys. I'll give them a thumbs up. It's hard to hack into your Cash App, you know. You know, I still have a Cash App. It's money sign OG Black. Um, you know, money sign OG Black. And let me see if I can put something in there. Let's see what it is. I think this is what it is. I think, and if not, you guys can look it up yourself. If you guys want to drop a little money, you know. And I don't mind a little money, you know. I don't mind a little money. Hey, uh, what did Shadow say? Buy me a coffee. That's my Cash App right there. You guys want to drop, you know, a little something for for OG Black. That's cool. I don't work anyways. I'm kind of disabled right now. Kind of trying to get my disability going and stuff like that. Because from what I've been told, I'm not going to be able to work anymore or any of that shit. So that's kind of where I'm at, you know, in that situation. But I do okay, guys. I'm blessed. I think mi Diosito every day for giving me breath, giving me life, giving me, you know, a platform to talk on. Um, I'm pretty happy. Look, I've been not dropping videos or nothing, and I still have 14 people watching my show, which to me is great. You know, it's great. You know, I was sick this week. I was sicker than a dog, like sick, man. I had this cold. You know, that's one reason I think Don Mayo threw the towel in. You know, I think he said, "Hey, look, um, I definitely, um, I definitely." He's like, you know, I want to go in. I think that Don Mayo had been working this process for a while of turning himself in, and I think El Güero or Chapo's son went with him. You know, he took Mayo's advice, you know, his padrino's advice, and why wouldn't he? You know, Don Mayo's a great businessman. He said, hey, you know, I'm with you. I don't think that Don Mayo, I think Don Mayo's trying to save face by saying he got kidnapped and this and that because he doesn't want people to think that to think that, you know, he was a government informant for so long, you know, which he was, you know. Yep, you know. Do I think Metro's gonna get busted? No, man. I don't think Metro's gonna get busted for a long time. For a long, long time, and I'll tell you this why this. Metro operates in a part of Mexico that isn't in the limelight. You know. Hey, Gordo, calm down over there, buddy. My dog's trying to escape out of his kennel. Um, he operates in the area of Michoacan, Guadalajara, Guerrero, you know, and they don't really care about those cultures over there. So, you know, Sinaloa is a whole different rap. Mexico City is a whole different rap. Tijuana is a whole different rap. Tamaulipas is a whole different rap. So you work in those areas, you know, you better be quick on your toes because the government will make an example of you. You know, they will make an example of you. And look at Jose Cardenas. Look at Ariano Felix brothers. All of them gone, gone. The recent one that got out of jail, El Ingeniero, he got out and he booked it right away. You know, so you're not gonna see too many guys, you know, like Don Metro getting busted. You know, a lot of the Michoacan drug lords, they've been able to stay out for a long time. Yeah, well, all they have left now is Ivan and Alfredo. You know, because they got Ovidio, they got Joaquin now. So all they need to do is get Ivan and his brother, and that's it. You know, but I heard those guys are entrenched in Sinaloa. Good luck getting those guys. You know, the Chapitos look like they have a future in Sinaloa, and they're not going anywhere soon. You know, that's one thing I used to. Excuse me. Oh God, still a little sick. See, um, I used to talk to somebody. Um, they used to tell me they didn't see the Chapos going anywhere. You know, Don Mayo definitely. In my eyes, I never thought Don Mayo would get caught. You know, and I still don't think he got caught. I think he turned himself in. You know, I think he turned himself in, and that was it. Turned himself in, and he said, "I've had a good run. Time to throw the towel in. Let me keep some of my money. Let me see my two sons, Vicente and Sefrain, and my brother, and that's it. And enjoy the rest of my life and my poor health. That, you know, they say he does have poor health, you know. So I think he definitely made a power move in that one. You know, and then he always has his son. He could always filter stuff through his son. You know, he has his son out there, and he could always filter information through his son. And it's not like he's completely out of the game. You know, he's got a kid still in the game. So, you know, his son was supposed to take over anyways. You know. Arriba los Valencias. Good to see you still around, Black. That's right. Changer of ways. Yeah, the good old Valencias. Los Queenies. Los Queenies. And if anybody knows about the Valencias, the Queenies, those guys are dangerous right there. Those guys ran Michoacan and Jalisco for a long, long time. And still have a big hold in Jalisco and in Michoacan, you know, but not as much as they used to, but they're still there. They're still shaking things up. They trying and maybe got them, but Mexico is saying just that because the U.S. did them like what to start repaying the courtesy. Yeah, I think you might be right, Rick Jacobs. I mean, you know, the U.S. and Mexico, you know, kind of work hand in hand. The U.S. always ends up doing whatever they want anyways, because Mexico can't stop them anyways. And you know, just like they did in Colombia, you know, or Pablo Escobar, you know, Pablo Escobar, he wasn't caught by the Colombian government, you know, he was definitely caught by the U.S. government and special intelligence, you know. He just gave the Colombian people the credit, you know. Gordo, relax. Relax, bud. Better stop it. Dude, that guy gets crazy. Do more lives, bro. This is cool. Yeah, you know, I tried, you know, my health was not doing that great, man. My health has been definitely, it's been, it's been a battle, man. It's been a battle. I've had like, 4 or 5 surgeries, like, the last year I've had like 4 or 5 surgeries, and I'm probably due for another surgery this month coming up. I ended up having a blockage of my arteries, so they ended up putting some stents in me and kind of slowed my roll. Plus, I had a lot of personal issues with my family going along. Um, got a divorce. Um, it was, you know, family things, man. What can I say? Yeah, 46 Flame. I do remember you, brother. 46 Flame. How are you guys doing? I remember good old 46 Flame. I do remember you. I remember I ain't that messed up, bro. I didn't smoke enough pot to fry out my brain that bad. But yeah, I remember good old 46 Flame. Yeah, I know my audio is not that great, man. I'm sorry, man, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I've been through it. Do you take cholesterol medicine? Yeah, Ramon, I take cholesterol medicine. So I'll give you guys a list of medicine I take. I take cholesterol medicine. I take blood pressure medicine. I take hypertension medication. I take another medication for my flow of my arteries and my blood, so I don't get any blood clots. Um, um, I take insulin. I'm diabetic. I have diabetes, so you know, a list of things. I call them the typical drug dealer health problems. You know. You know. Yeah, it is a trip though. Flame. It is a trip though. It is a trip to find out what really happened to Mile. We might not ever know, man. I'm all right. Yeah. I thank God, Flame. And God gets all the credit for that one, brother. You know, he gets all the credit. You know, I can't take all the credit for it. You know, I just put my effort in, and he does the rest. And you know, I don't really ask much no more. You know, I just ask to be alive and ask to make it and live long enough to see my grandchildren and get that get that farm in Mexico and kick back, watch the roosters crow. You know, go to a couple of cockfights, palenques, and we're good. We're good. You would build your own clinic if you could. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Change your ways, stay healthy. Y arriba los garibais también, homie. Back Black is the real deal. People support. Yeah, change your ways knows what's up. Change your ways knows what's up. That's right, change your ways. Like I told you guys, sometimes people here know who I am, and it is what it is. And hats off to you that do your homework. You know what I mean? I'm never one. I've never been someone who lives off the coattail of my family and everything. I did my own thing, and I got my own reputation, and my reputation exceeds itself here in the U.S. and in Mexico as well. Tons of people know who I am. Tons of people know the work that I've done in Michoacan, the work that I've done in Tijuana, the work that I've done in Sinaloa. Get a haircut, hippie. That's right. Yeah, I'm going to big dog. I'm going to get a haircut. I think tomorrow that's what I'm going to do. It is. Oh yeah, I'm looking a little shabby. A little shabby. OG Black usually doesn't look so shabby. Try to like my homeboy said, try to stay fresh. Try to stay fresh. You know, I've always been like that. I don't know what you guys think. You think OG Black looks fresh or what? You think I look cool or what? I don't look like those shout out YouTubers who say, um, the shout out YouTubers will be like, yeah, I used to be this rich drug dealer and I used to do all this shit and I was back in the days and you're supposed to like shut the fuck out. Like I'm not trying to be mean, man. I'm not trying to diss anybody, but you know me, guys. I try to stay, have like my dad used to say. You represent us. You represent your family. You represent yourself. You represent, your friends, your associates. You know, if you are somebody important, dress important. Don't look like a fucking slouch. And that's one thing that I've always tried to do. And I look at these guys and I'm like, dude, fucking, you claim to be this and you claim to be that, but fuck, you dress. I hope you never went. I wouldn't want you to be in my family dressing like that. You know what I mean? You know, um, these guys are bad. What's your guys' opinion on that? Like some of these YouTubers are fucking horrible. You know what I mean? Like they look pretty fucked up. Pretty fucked up. People are like, well, clothes doesn't make you. Man, fuck you, fuck you. I'm not saying I'm dressed in fucking Louis or Gucci or Fendi or Prada and all that, but fuck, at least look the fucking part. Look like you were somebody. Look like you were somebody important. Motherfuckers look like fucking Joe Dirt. You know what I mean? You guys ever seen that Joe Dirt? Them motherfuckers look like Joe Dirt, man, and look bad. But everyone teach their own, I guess. And I never met any guys. The guys that I did run into. Um, I always tell a story about the time I made one of the Avendaños really mad right here in LA. Almost cost me my life, and Chiquilines wasn't dressed fucked up. Chiquilines had an open dress shirt. He had some slacks on. Um, had some really nice shoes on. Not shoes, dress shoes. His pulsera. He had one ring. Bunch of girls around him, money to throw around. The more shot out makes him more credible. And that prison fuck Jenna genre. That's bad though. That's bad. That's real bad. Those guys are fucking shot the fuck out. Like, you know what I mean? Like hurting. Like fuck. Like, look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't ask my friends for money anymore. I did before when I used to be really bad. Hey, can I get a couple fazoos, and they would help me out and stuff, But if you say you've known these people or you were in the life and stuff, fuck, man. Tell one of your friends, fucking, que aflojen billete, no se coda, puto. You know what I mean? They spend fucking $1,000 on their fucking hood rats, for their apartment or their car payment or their fucked up hair or their fucking, they could give you a fucking $1,000 for the month, fucking 300 here, 400 here, fucking 1,000 here. You'll be all right. People are fucking smoked out. Like in this life, you can live off a handout still. You can live off a handout. So I'm not saying that that's something I fucking advise you to do. It's not something I do anymore. or do anything because I did used to live off of people's charitable causes, you know? Like, hey, look, fucking trying to change my life. Fucking, you know, I can't slang dope no more. Can't slang my butt no more. So guess what? I'm fucking hands are tied because the cops are looking at me. So you think you could fucking spare a little fucking change, homie? And they would. You know what I mean? Hey, fucking here, homeboy, here's $1,000. Hey, sabes que $30,000 de esta chingada con madre. And all right, you know, and that's what it is, you know. So I don't believe a lot of these guys, you know. So it is what it is, you know. Think about it, man. Guys in this business, guys like Don Mayo's sons, guys like Chapo's kids, and those are high-ranking guys. They're making millions of dollars. A low-level drug dealer in the U.S. is making 10 grand a month if he knows what he's doing, you know. If he knows what he's doing, you know. Even selling weed makes you money. You know, selling fucking weed makes you money. Everybody in the neighborhood smokes weed. I don't care who you are. If you lived in any Southern California neighborhood, and I'm talking about real Southern California neighborhoods like, you know, in LA, Orange County, San Diego County, you know, ghetto parts of Riverside, ghetto parts of San Bernardino. You know what I mean? People are smoking weed like crazy. They're spending 40, $50 easily, you know, on weed. So don't give me that bullshit, guys. That's some bullshit, you know. You know, check out my new channel. I got a new channel. The description is on my link on my bio. Um, I got a Cash App open. That's the only thing they didn't hack. You want to buy me a coffee? It's really you're buying me probably some tacos or a jumbo jack. That's what you're definitely doing. I don't drink coffee. You're not buying me weed. Probably buying me a jumbo jack, you know, or something like that. That'd be cool, man. I ain't tripping on it. I'll take a jumbo jack. Um, I will be putting out content. I will be having lives every night now. You know, just I put posts up. Keep the post looking. I put the post up so you guys will know that I'm having a live. I'm gonna try to have a live every night for you guys, except for probably Saturday or Sunday. But I will be having lives, you know, so you guys can be, you guys can be more on tune. And I'll be talking about major subjects, you know. Write down what you guys want to ask me, you know. One of my major things is this, guys. I started this channel for one main goal, was to make sure that people were informed and people didn't fall into the same place that I did, you know. You know, if you're not missing teeth, then you weren't doing too much. I got all my teeth, Rick Jacobs. I'm not gonna lie. I have like a little, like my girl wants me to go to the dentist. I have a little cavity right here on one of my teeth, right? And it's like a little, like you can see it, like a little, like black indentation. But I got my whole grill, bro. Whole grill, like, nice teeth, everything. So, you know, thank God my mom took me to the dentist as a kid, you know. But, you know, one thing that I did know, talking about teeth, when I used to smoke a lot of weed, I used to get really bad breath, though. Like fucking nasty bad breath. Like, and I would fucking brush my grill right after I would smoke. And sometimes it felt like the more I brushed my teeth, the worse my breath got, you know? You know, it was weird. But once I stopped smoking, I didn't have that breath problem anymore. So I definitely contributed to the smoking of the marijuana. You know, so if you guys want to drop something on my Cash App, buy me a fucking jumbo jack or a taco. That's cool, you know. Remember, you guys can ask me any question. I made this channel so kids and people wouldn't have to go into this life, and you know, there's nothing wrong with asking questions. There's never a bad question. I'm not the type of YouTuber um, or person who gets mad at for someone asking a question. I actually take it as the person's trying to better themselves. So don't ever think that you can't ask OG Black a question. You can leave a comments, you know, make comments and leave comments, ask questions, and I'll try to address them. You know, the reason why is I've been getting a lot of flood of comments for Shadow, a lot of questions about these like new YouTubers, you know, and I don't know any of them really. I've never messed with any of them. My only person I really messed with was Shadow, and that's about it. So I can't really speak on someone I don't know, but I can give you my opinion. That's one thing I can give you. And a lot of people used to take my opinion seriously. It's your boy OG Black, and I'm out.